Going to do another hand-tied bouquet here, and obviously here we've got a bit more material in terms of the volume. This is where some people may have been doing hand ties for quite a long time in their floristry career, but when they get to use thick, chunky stems, sometimes it's quite difficult to handle. Obviously the stems are thick to start with, and when you've got 10 of these to deal with, that's almost as much as some people can hold. But there is a way of doing it, and obviously if you're spiraling the stems correctly and going into the hand in the right way, then it makes it a lot easier for the stems to stay together. They kind of nestle next to each other. So I'm just going to remove all the leaves off the sunflowers. The sunflowers I'm using here have been imported from Israel, and obviously as we get more into the summer months we buy the French ones that are grown naturally in the fields, and the Dutch ones much stronger, even thicker stems sometimes, and they have a much stronger petal structure to them, and often come in very, very tight, but they'll last 3 to 4 weeks like that. So with the calla lilies, I really just start with a bunch of them like this in my hand, and just get them so they're sitting comfortably next to each other. Okay. The heads are all fairly level. Add in some Candamus. I'm glad I'm not wearing high heels today. I know Dennis was struggling this morning. You were nearly on the ceiling, I think.
Yeah, I was, yeah. Very close call, that is.
Sunflowers at the base here, so they're just being put into the hand. You're working the flowers through the hand, but rather than spiralling, you are putting them into the hand in a more parallel sort of way, so the stems are coming straight through the hand rather than any spiralling going on. They still need to sit next to each other comfortably. So there's quite a lot of material there in terms of the volume. Some aspidistra leaves. Of course, we've got some lovely monstera leaves here. Again, lovely sort of glossy shape to them. So it's a question of just getting some visual weight down here with the leaves as well. It gives a nice base when it's sitting on the vase. Who's that with that hooter then? Who is he? The bin men. Oh, I think right. Toot toot. Here he comes. Okay, tie this off again. I'm not going to spin this one. So go around a few times because obviously the stems are much heavier on this bouquet. Give it a nice tug. And a few twists. So if you do receive hand-tied bouquets, then that is really how they should be left. They should be tied. If they've been arranged by a florist, then the idea is for them to be arranged in a display already, and then go straight into a vase. Or even if it's not delivered in a vase, then certainly take it out of its wrapping and get it in a vase. I mean, what happens otherwise is that it'll sit in the little bubble of water, which will slowly turn to soup, and not surprisingly, they're not too happy with that lifestyle. Okay, now just a little bit of extra decoration here. With a Medalino stick, it's going to cut a sharp point on it. This might seem cruel. I'm just going to pierce the stem here of the Xanthodecia. That's what I mean by it's such a useful material. You get lots of flexibility with it. It can be used for lots of different things. You just get a swirl of colour up the top here. The calla lily is a very popular flower with all sorts of work, wedding work and gift work, and of course they come in so many wonderful colours. And there we go.